Hey guys, we're back. We're back, and we're doing this every Sunday. So this is our 100x Crypto Academy, and you guys can see this actually live. So we do these live, and even they're not private, so you can check them out. But obviously, if you want to ask questions and talk more about other stuff, you can obviously take a look at the 100x Crypto Academy. And uh, um, so yeah, it's uh, the crypto market. It's up at the moment, which is interesting. And what I'm seeing is, I mean, Bitcoin's up 23, 4, 5, 8. So yeah, everything's up and everything's going well. But I don't, I wouldn't call it just yet, because we're not seeing volume a lot. I mean, we're over 1 trillion, 1.1 trillion. So that's good. And we're at 1.4% today overall market cap for crypto. So, we're probably up 200 billion, but still to what we were a couple of weeks ago. But I definitely don't see it as a entry into a bull run. I just see it as probably just a you know, going up and then probably go back down. But the thing is, what's going to happen is a lot of these projects are going to, or the ones that are down at the moment, 99%, they're all going to go up. We talked about one of those a couple of weeks ago, so we'll chat about that, and also talk about one of the guys wanted us to talk about this etherpos.io, so we'll talk about that. I don't know much about it, but we'll kind of break that down and just talk about other stuff that you might be interested in, because now everyone's talking about AI. So you're going to see a lot of these projects that just use that name and say they're going to do this, and it's just going to be a scam unless they actually build something. And to actually build something in AI, you need to have hundreds, if not billions of dollars. So just be very careful when someone says, "Oh, we're going to build an AI project on blockchain." Um, yeah, unless they got 100 million, they're full of shit. So I'm just letting you guys know now. All right, or they could just be using OpenAI or something that's got to do with ChatGPT, and then integrate that with crypto. It's nothing. It's not anything. They're not actually building anything. They're just putting bits and pieces together from other stuff. So that's not a real project anyway. Just keep an eye on that AI stuff, okay? Because you'll see the pump and you'll see it dump, and people are going to get burnt. So with that said, welcome to crypto. Anyway, what about your weekend, Garth? And your week? How's that going for yourself?
Yeah, pretty quick. Look, we're at 29th of January. We're at the end of January already. This is 2023. This cracks me up just how much time goes. It's just flies, man. Just flies.
It's crazy. It's absolutely
I
nuts.
know. I know. Before it was like, oh, we're just moving into, the new year. Probably see you every week, but it's like now we're up to 29th and it's just flying. I know I always say it, but time just goes. So you've got to be always doing something you enjoy doing, because time just goes by. So what's been happening this week? Well, it's been hot. I always like to talk about the weather. It's been hot. I'm in Brisbane, Australia, and no idea what the temperatures have been hot, but it's been that hot that I just could not sleep last couple of nights. It's been hot during the day. Literally today, during the day, I actually lay down on the floor. It was that hot. It was ridiculous. So yeah, but it's pretty typical this time of year. And I imagine where you are, it's getting cooler. It's pretty cold. So that's pretty crazy about living in different places in the world. And I'm sure it gets hotter in some places and it gets freezing cold in others, which I haven't lived in. So, but yeah, you get used to certain weather, and when it changes, that really knocks you about. So, yeah, weather plays a big part in it. So that's interesting. And yeah, we've been getting some pretty wild weather events we actually haven't had too bad rain lately, but up north they've been getting a lot of flooding, and also now it's moved on to New Zealand. So anyone that's from New Zealand, take care, because they've had such amazing. I've seen some footage of the downpours are happening over there and the flooding. Actually know a couple of people over there, and I saw some live footage of the flooding that in around where they are. So yeah, there's always some sort of natural disaster going on somewhere, weather event, and it affects everyone. So just take care out there. But yeah, that's all that's been happening this week, and of course in crypto, I don't know, it's been pretty, I don't know, lackluster. I haven't really seen too many events that really excited me, or sure, the Bitcoin price went up. That was great to see. And I always like to see Bitcoin price going up, but the volume, as I was saying to you before, the volume is pretty low compared to what we've seen in the past, and it could easily. It's like this. It's like anything. It's like when you trade like a penny stock or a crypto project that doesn't have much volume or whatever. When you trade it, when you put your orders in, you can actually move the market, and you can make the price go up and go down. And so what happens is when there's not much volume going on, some big players can come in, buy Bitcoin, and move the price significantly. And this is what's going on now. This is nothing like the price that happened, in the previous bull runs. So, like you said before, it might come back down again, but it doesn't matter, because we're just accumulating BTC all the time. That's the job, to be accumulating it, because every moment you hold on to your fiat currency, it's devaluating against Bitcoin. So that's why you just need to switch over and just keep accumulating Bitcoin. That's what we always talk about. Boring, but it'll make a big difference in the end.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So we might have a look at this Etherpos just to start, and I'll just quickly evaluate. So I'll give you my thoughts on it, and then obviously we can talk about other stuff as well, because there are a lot of these coins now are starting to move. I mean, Litecoin's up. I mean, it's nearly $100. I'm seeing that in donkey's ears. So we talk a bit about that in a second. So this one here, Etherpos, this was forwarded to me by one of the members. So I know nothing about this one. It's just I had a quick look at it a couple of days ago, and to be honest, I didn't see anything that excited me. But then again, it takes a lot to excite me these days, so just bear with me. Etherpos, a technology that hosts digital money, global payments, and applications. The community has to be built a thriving digital economy, a bold new way for content creators to make money online, and everyone, see, with these sort of things, you've got to ask, what are they doing different? What are they doing that is not already being done, or Bitcoin is already doing? And in most cases, it's nothing. Okay, so you think, well, what's the point and what's the need for this? That's the question you got to ask yourself, because to build something, and to get it to reach the mass adoption, this is the biggest failure in crypto. I wouldn't say failure, but this is it's the biggest challenge with crypto projects. And it's even today, it's with Bitcoin. Even though Bitcoin is the most recognized cryptocurrency, Bitcoin's price and how many people use it is we're going to dictate. The more people that use it, the more it's going to become more valuable. All right, and that's why Bitcoin's like a household name for crypto. And that's the problem with these other projects, like these metaverses and these play to earn. They all suffer from the whole mass adoption. They need people to play it for it to gain value. And it's like Facebook. Facebook is a perfect example. When it first had 1 million people, yeah, okay, great. It was bigger than your normal dorm at your college website. But then when it got 1 billion, 2 billion people, that's when it became really, really valuable. And that's how they made their money. They just used the freemium model, basically model of Google, to then use your data to then serve you ads and exploit that data as well.
and sell her
Yeah.
off. But yeah. So
I'm gonna say this. I've just spent 30 seconds looking at this project, and I'm gonna straight right now. It's a scam. Scam is in. It's a worthless project. Whether they're gonna rug or not, who knows? But this is a worthless project. I'll tell you why. This is what I do. I look at the links. Where's the community? Right. I click on the community at the top right hand side. There's no links to the community. It's a well, sorry, I've clicked on the wrong thing. Maybe I should try it a bit harder. Let's have a look at Twitter. So the first thing about their name, right? They're using some other name like Ethereum to like, why don't they come up with their own name rather than use Ether? And then they're putting on the Binance Smart Chain. So that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? Like they're just hijacking two things, because Ether had proof of work and now they're doing proof of stake. Now, it might be true that they have validators and stuff like that. And of course, they got a marketplace for NFTs coming and blah, blah, blah. But like you said, there's nothing new there whatsoever. Yeah, and I'm like trying to work out, even I can't even find the GitHub, to be honest. So that's the first thing I went looking for, is to see what sort of code are they doing. And I can't even see a link to their GitHub. I mean, that's the first thing. If you're like a serious project, you have a link to your GitHub because you want to see what sort of development's going on. I guarantee there'll be nothing going on. So, yeah, at the moment, I don't really see too much in it. There doesn't seem to be. Yeah, they got a smart contract. They got an audit. Coin market cap.
I mean, they're on Coin Store, which is a very shit exchange, but again, I guess they got to start from somewhere. So that's really nothing, and that's really kind of like what's dictating the volume. I can't even find it. The volume, it's not even loading at the moment, but I'm trying to look for the
and their links. They've put in their links to CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. They're not actually on there that I can see yet. So they've only really got their smart contract. Now, like, I'll give you an example. There's only 167 holders of this cryptocurrency. 167.
Yeah, I mean, we do this all the time. Like we just off what, like, looking at the website it doesn't look.
Oh my goodness! And it even gets worse. I just checked the holders. I got to share this screen, man. This is so disappointing. Like, I'll share my screen because people need to spend 30 seconds doing this. Is what we've done so many times. Look at this. We're on holders, right, of EtherPOS. Look at this address. 39%. 39% of all is in one address. 29% is in the next one, and a contract is 13.5%. I mean, that's like a rug pull right there. Like, you just... this is taking me 30 seconds to find. Now, do you trust the people that hold those addresses not to sell out? Or once they've established... let's say they've got a do they actually say how much they got for their market cap yet or not?
I can't even find it in CoinGecko. So
yeah,
I'm trying to go through their white paper
get
now.
Their contract and have a look at. I think CoinGecko's got their Gecko terminal. Let me have a look at. I'll type in the contract and see if that works.
They've got 100,000 token supply, 101,000, which is not a lot.
Yeah.
Which is why they, the price is what it is, because yeah, I mean, to me, just off the bat, just looking at that, I wouldn't spend any more time on it, to be honest, because it's there's nothing special about it. They've got this smart contract thing. This white paper is not even the audit. I don't even know if they've got an audit. They have got an audit actually by Solid Proof, but audits are, we've seen audits by what do you call it? The leading audit people. I can't remember. I forget their name, but they're those audits. They're not guaranteed that the project's going to rug, because they find back holes, backdoors to them anyway. They got this NFT card thing, which is $20 V2, and it's like a card for several functions of staking and becoming a validator, including minimum staking, blah blah blah. So they get you to buy that. It's
Yeah.
nothing.
I got
It's just
no
nothing.
confidence in this project at all. So yeah,
They're
but
gonna
that's how
do any-
quickly.
yeah.
That's how quickly, like you said, why would you waste any more time on it? Like this is, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
but
so,
this is how we evaluate stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we've done so many of these bloody things that
Mm.
we're pretty ruthless on it. And, you know,
Did you see the team there at all? Did you
No,
see anyone?
I'm trying to find them.
No team. Yeah, I didn't see any team. Maybe if we joined Discord, there'd be. I can't be bothered though, honestly. But yeah,
See,
if you
the
join
thing is-
Discord, there'd be some admin there.
You can go in Fiverr, and you can get someone to launch a smart contract on Fiverr for like $5. You can even get people to build you an NFT project, right? The whole thing for like $100. So
Mm.
you know that's what someone's knocked up, done this. You can get the website done for like $30. Get the contract done for like five or $10. You know, so that's kind of like there's nothing in this, and
You got no
so-
Discord, so Telegram they can shut that down straight away. Yeah, I mean at least with Discord it's a little bit more transparent, but Telegram's not. Yeah, no. I wouldn't
yeah,
bother
so I
wasting
would
more time on
say
it.
it's a bit of a bust for that one, Fendi. So you can just I'll just refer you to this website, to this webinar. Sorry for that. Just don't waste your time. Okay. So that was good little breakdown there for a bit ruthless, but anyway.
Yeah.
So that's that. Let's move on. All right. Now,
What have we
there
got
were
now?
some really, there were some really good projects. There are actually a lot of good projects now that are still doing their dev, still working on, and we're going to see a lot of these layer twos and layer ones that are not that big, but they're working pretty hard right now in the bear market, and I think they're going to do really, really well because there's tons of layer ones. Okay, I'll show you. Right, this is how many layer ones there are. There's tons of them. And obviously, a lot of them are still pretty small, but if you go to geckoterminal.com, you'll see them. All right, layer ones and layer twos. If you come along here and go on the left-hand side, you can see these the top ones, right? Ethereum, BNB, Polygon. Polygon's up like 20 cents. You know, it's up heaps. This is actually a really good website. So basically, this is like Dex Tools, but just got way more info. You got Arbitrum, which is really making headways. I think it's going to be big in 2023. Optimism got their second airdrop, I believe. So you guys would have got NFTs if you been holding that for a while. Avalanche, these are the household names, but these other ones too that we don't really hear much about. They're going to start to really, I think, are going to be really big in 2023. Like they're still working on stuff. Things like, energy is still around. I don't know how well they're going. You can look at Tomo Chain, still there, Tom Chain. Telos, that's another one that's, they're doing a lot of stuff. It's got a fair bit of cash behind it. And see, some of these layer ones you probably never even heard of, on layer twos, Estelastos, that's one that's been around for a while, actually. Fedora, remember that ICO, Who Smart Chain. So there's quite a bit of stuff, Ethereum Fair, and all these are kind of like, you kind of have to dive into each one of them. EVMO, I'm still into this actually this EVMOS. I've still got my coins on that one. So there's a lot of these stuff. A lot of this stuff is going to, can do really well in the next bull run, all right, whenever that is, but we don't know when that is. So One Chain they're still going. So One Chain's been around for a long time. It's been around for at least 5 years, 6 years. So a lot of these are going to do really, really well. Another one that's going to do well is this one here, this Internet Computer ICP, and this is like one of the top ones that have been in the GitHub repository. Garth talked about that several webinars ago, and also recently. So now it's up 3.4% today, and it's at $6.91. And if we go to Crypto Miso, whoops, you can have a look at that. Miso, you can have a look at the commits, right? So this is the commits, and it's number one. There's 5,442 commits. Another one too is Minya. This is another one that was had an ICO on CoinList, which I wouldn't recommend you leave it on there. So Internet Product ICP is like they're just working their ass off. Okay, Minya is also another one, which is a light blockchain. I think that's going to do really well. Sushi Swap's there. Solana is still doing well. Chia Network, if you're into hard drives, that's doing well. Okay, all these are still working on. Okay, so the other one, this Casper is doing well. That's still going pretty well. I'm still staking it, and I'll show you. Well, yeah, you just come along here to. This is all decentralized too. This is why I like this project. Okay, it's completely decentralized. So this is at cspr.live. This is you just put your public key in there, and this is the website. I done a tutorial on this, right? So at the moment, I've only got $411 I've made in rewards. I've made 171 Casper, and you can see here my delegations, 3 there, and my staking rewards. Okay, you can see all my staking rewards coming in. Okay, it looks cool. It's not a lot, but it's something. This is all 100% decentralized. So you can see here today, 29th of January, see all these staking rewards. Now, obviously, it's only 0.0004. It's not much, but it's all. You can see the staking rewards. You can see them all coming in there, right? This is 100% decentralized. So obviously, if you had 30, 40, 50, 100 grand in here, it'd be a different story. But this is just ticking away. And the thing with Casper is, this is one of the ICOs that we did in 2022, I think. Yeah, 2000. It's now 2024, so 2 years ago. So, and it was $1.33. So it's 3 cents now. So that's why could it go back to $1? I think it could go back to $1, but it's probably going to take a couple of years. But it doesn't matter because, I'm just staking this thing. I'll probably add some more. Just keep on staking. And then eventually, if this thing goes $1, $2, whatever, right? That's how you kind of do it long term. You just got to sit on these things and just stake it and just let it accumulate, right? And that's the thing you got to do with these projects that allow you to stake, and they're a long-term thing. Even with ICP, it's $6.11, right? But you look at the all-time high was 700. It's down 99% today. This would probably be the biggest sleeping project I've seen. It's a sleeper. It's $6.19. It's down 99% from all-time high was 700. But if you go on Crypto Muso, you'll see that it's got the highest commits. It's got 5,400. There's no other project on GitHub that has got more commits than this. So they're working their ass off, and that tells you that if they can ship, if they can develop and keep pushing this project. Could it go to an all-time high again? Might take a couple of years. 700. You're buying it for $6 now. Can you see? So if you buy 1,000, 6,000. Yeah, okay, that's a fair bit of change. But if it goes to 700, do the maths.
Check 100x.
That's 700,000. No.
Yeah.
6. Yeah, that's 700,000. But you might have to wait You might have to wait a couple of years on this one as well. So that's why it's really good to look into these projects now that are really doing well, and are actually doing something real and not just some BS that can be launched using a couple of freelancers on Fiverr. They are actually doing something. The world computer is our future. So this is what we like to see. This is what we want to see. Big projects like this that are working on in the background while no one's paying attention, right? All right. So that's that. So I think that's one of the really good projects is ICP, and obviously Caspar. It's 100% decentralized, and also there was Particle, and also another one was where's that one? I'm still staking. Sorry.
Were you talking about Minya? Or
Yeah, Minya, and what's the other one too? That one I'm still staking that one. I forgot about it. It's in the Discord anyway. Yeah, it's in the Discord. If you go under
staking.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Radix. Okay,
that's right.
So Radix again, decentralized.
Development.
Yep. So
totally new.
So that one's up 14%. Wow, it's 5 cents now. That's pretty good. And it was all-time high was 65 cents, and it's only 5 cents. So that's really good. I haven't looked at my staking, but it's still there. It's still ticking over, right? So Radix, again, was another one that we like, okay? And I want to just quickly touch on, like I did mention this one, and it was the, where was it? Okay, it was the Canafox. Okay, so they did have their live stream, and I chimed into that, and yeah, they're going full bore. They're basically they said they have demand for about 300 kilos a month, which is a lot. All right, that's basically it. And they've just built. Or they're in the process of building 10 more containers. So basically they can't keep up at the moment. The demand is so high. But I was sort of playing around and seeing, sort of numbers. So if you don't know what this project is, go watch the last webinar. It's basically you buy this NFT and then you get a percentage of the profits, and how they make their money is through they're building out these containers that they basically like a indoor grow for cannabis, because now cannabis is legal in Thailand to grow it. And again, that's what I talked about, because the next government is coming in a couple of months, so we don't know what's going to happen, right? So this is the biggest thing with this project, which I talked about last week, the legality behind it. But they're in that webinar, they were saying a lot of things that kind of made sense. And I kind of have that sort of view as well. Like if they ban cannabis, they might tighten down on it, and they might restrict it, and they might be more stringent on it to stop these bad actors from just trying to exploit the system. But I think that what they'll do is they'll look at the laws, tighten down on it, make sure the right people are doing the right thing and are allowed to grow it and allowed to sell it, and they're all good to go, and the people that aren't will be prosecuted. But it's a means to grow, and so they're not going to take the money away from people, right? Because in Thailand you can grow up to 15 plants, I believe. In fact, there's a person around the corner from me now, and I walk past that place every day, and they're growing it, and it's fully legal, So, and what they do is they can sell it. So it's a means for the average person, farmer, to grow it, and then to create not a big income, but a small income for themselves. And that's what they want, people to better off themselves. So that's the biggest risk. I think it'll kind of work itself out work itself out, but that's the risk at the moment. But they have 300 kilos, right? And what they do is they've got a contract to this mob. Canafox is growing this stuff, and then they sell it to the people that have the NFT holders for 200 baht. They buy it off the 200 baht. So the way they work it is it grows, then they sell it to the customers, and the money is sold at 200 baht per gram. Okay, so the demand they have now based off the people that they're from the network, because there's a lot of people that are smoking weed recreationally in Thailand at the moment. In case you didn't know, it's booming. 300. They said that they can get 300 kilos. So if we divide that by grams, how many grams to a kilo? 1,000.
1,000.
So there's 1,000 times 300 kilos is currently what they're being asked. Basically, people are ringing up saying we need more shit. They haven't got that, obviously. I don't know what they're at the moment, but there's no way at 300 kilos. So that's 300,000 grams, right? Now you multiply this by they're buying it at 200. They're selling it at 200 grams. So all the stuff they're selling, they sell it for 200 grams, and they divvy up
200 baht or
sorry 200 baht. Sorry, my bad. 200 baht, and then the percentage, the tax, all the blah blah blah, and then so much of that goes towards NFT holders. Okay.
Yeah, so
that's 60 million baht. So
right.
if we go now, this is obviously if they work at capacity. They're not at this capacity yet. But if they were, they need to build way more. They need to build. Oh yeah, I think they said that to make 300 kilos a month is what they're being asked. They would need 100 to 150 containers.
Wow.
At the moment, they've only got like 30, 20. Okay? So you can see that they're way off. They need, so that's 6 million baht there. 60 million
60
baht.
million, yeah.
1.8 million a month. That's basically if they were working at capacity. That's with they're probably only at 10% capacity, I think, or 20%. I don't even know the numbers, but they're nowhere near this amount. But the demand is there at the moment. So this is the thing. So what they're doing at the moment is, I believe they open up another launch, another round of NFTs. Now, here's the bad news. Obviously, the risk is the government changing the policies. Then if that affects the growth of I don't think it's, like I said before, I don't think it's going to have a major impact. I just don't see them stamping out cannabis in Thailand. They just restricted a bit. But they said on the webinar that the initial round was 500 for the NFT. Now the second round is going to be 700. So that's the bad news. They're going to be obviously dearer because people are now starting to find out about this project. Now look at it. It's only 446 members in their Discord. So it's so tiny, it's ridiculous. But the risk is there. So, to be honest, I would probably wait. If you was to wait after May and find out what the next government is doing in Thailand and their reforms or their legislation on cannabis, if they say, let's just say the government goes, okay, you know what, the new government gets in. The old government now is what's they put this legislation in. Let's say they get booted, right? Worst case, they get booted. The new government comes in. Then the new government comes in and says, okay, now we're in government. We're going to make the laws. So they just basically say, you know what, we're going to keep cannabis, but we're just going to tighten down on a few bad actors. But you can still grow it and you can still smoke it. You just can't smoke it on in public. Let's say nothing changes. Then I would just go full bore on it because, if they're going to say, hey, you know what, it's great. Nothing's changing, boys. You can still do on this, but here's the restrictions. I would just go 100% on it because it's law. So that's the thing with Canafox. It's a bit risky at the moment because anything can happen in Thailand. But I think it's probably one of the most projects that is just no one knows nothing about this project, as you can tell by the Discord. We've seen so many scam NFT projects. They get like 2,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 people on Discord, and they're full of bots, and they just pump the project, pump and dump. Where are those projects today? They're not around. But this thing is actually a real project, and it's only got less than 500 people in it. That just goes to show you that, is the NFT world just full of scams?
Looks like we've lost NG. Hopefully he'll come back. So waiting, he'll rejoin us in a second. We'll just wait for him to come back online. But yeah, it's interesting play with what they're doing with the NFT. So I really like the idea that they're taking real projects, and then they're putting the money from these NFT sales into actually something that's legit, well, as legit as you can be, and actually producing and doing something. Because we've seen a lot before where you get NFT sales, but you don't really get anything for it. But with this, you actually become a member and you get part of the profits. Sure, there might be some legalities with it because it might be considered some sort of shares or something like that, but that's not the case at all. So you're back with us. That's good. NG.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I don't know what happened.
Internet glitch.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah.
I was just gonna I was just talking about while you were gone, I was just talking about how I like that with this is sort of the first project where it's kind of like crowdfunding, where they've taken the sales of the NFTs, right? And then they've went and done something with it. They've actually, bought plants, bought containers, invested in it to generate money. And then those profits go back into the members and they get rewarded for it. But there's no guarantee of, it's not like shares or anything. You're not guaranteed anything, but you do get member rewards. But yeah, there's not many projects that have done that. Most of the time you buy an NFT and you get nothing for it. So, I think this is going to be a new wave of projects. Once someone cracks it, and this could be the project that does it, then people start modeling the same thing. So it'll be interesting to see how it pans out.
Yeah, we need something like that in the NFT space because there's so many scams. I've been in so many that it's just laughable now. That I hear these people, they get on there, they talk about, hey, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and they actually sound believable because they actually sound like professionals, like as if their voice, their mannerism, the way they talk, the different you can just hear a person go, oh, okay, so this guy's pretty switched on, he's pretty connected. They talk about this and that, and you think, okay, so this guy's obviously got a high level of education, they're well connected, they're not just your normal Joe Blow, they're kind of like up there in their the intellect, right? And you think, okay, we're in good hands here. This project can do really, really well. What happens? They just full of shit. They just talk it all up, and then they just and you believe them. And then everyone in the Discord is like, oh wow, really excited and all that, get pumped up. And nothing happens. Because and then they keep on releasing another round of something that's lead to nothing. And it's disheartening for these people like ourselves that are legitimately looking for something to invest in, and this leads to soul checks. So apparently, SoulChicks is now morphed into something else, and they've so thanks to Sniper in Discord, and now SoulChicks is now Cathion Gaming, which is like a it's like a gaming platform apparently. So I don't know where that came about because, but then again, I haven't been following SoulChicks, but we know what happened with SoulChicks in the beginning. It was hyped up to the max. It was IDO that was on pretty much every IDO platform, and they raised millions of dollars, $3, $4, $5 million, and yeah, they were supposed to work on this game, and apparently they're still working on it, but nothing's happening. Now we got our last drop. I think it was in December for 1,250 SoulChicks, and it was worth a whopping 33 cents. So it just goes to show you how ridiculous and how empty promises these people talk about, and they don't deliver on shit. They don't deliver on nothing. And so, you know, who knows what's happened with SoulChicks? Now it's Cathion Gaming. Who knows what's happening to it? Sometimes these people make the money. They know the project's going to go to dead. They don't deliver or anything, or they make some excuse up. And then they just say, well, you know what? We've still got the community and we've got the website and we've got the token. Let's just sell that off to someone else to take over. And then there's people out there that actually buy into this stuff and buy. So basically they just sell you or they don't, well, they do. They sell the project, but they're also selling all your data and to someone else that will buy it. And someone else is trying to now probably try to revive it. But from my experience, and I've seen this in every project, not one has come back. That once they do something and they screw people over, all the trust is gone. There'll be some people that'll hang around for a while, but they'll usually disappear after a couple of months when they realize the writing's on the wall. But most of the time, the project won't come back. It just won't. But you'll still get those staunch people that will still go, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to buy into this Baked Beans 2 because Baked Beans 1 was really good. Yeah, there'll still be those people that will still invest in that sort of stuff because that's just what they do. But, you know, that's just how things work in the NFT play to earn space. And you just got to be really careful when you kind of invest in this stuff because this is what we learned last year, okay? We learned this the hard way, and it's just funny because it's always something new. It's like shit coins. We're into shit coins. Okay, kind of like with shit coins, we kind of knew that they were just like pump and dumps, and we knew that they weren't going to really go to anywhere. So we were kind of like, yeah, everyone was kind of expecting them to dump anyway because that's why they're called shit coins, right? They're projects that can just be cloned, put a stupid little meme on them, and then boom. But then again, there was some ones that were like people became squillionaires. Shiba Inu,
Yeah, crazy.
Shiba Inu was one of there was people that became squillionaires because of that thing, and what is it now? It's it's a lot less. There's like 4-digit zeros, but think about that when that first started. Holy cow, all-time low for Shiba Inu. I can't even say it. I think there's like 10 zeros. All-time high was like 4 zeros. So 5 zeros, nearly 4 zeros. So you can see that the people that got in earlier with Shiba Inu, 9 zeros. They got in at 9 zeros and it went to 4 zeros. So somewhere, someone made 5 zeros. Not zeros. That's like every time it jumps, another spot. That's like 100, isn't it? 100x?
10 or
10x.
10. Yeah, every
10.
zero is a 10.
Every zero is a 10x. 5 zeros, dude. What the hell?
That's probably 10,000x or something. Yeah.
So that's
10,
how,
100,000, 10,000. Yeah.
Holy cow. So Shiba Inu was like one of the rare ones, okay? But
yeah.
But that's what I mean. Look, this is not gonna. It's gonna happen again this year, and I think it's gonna be AI. Okay, so it's now shitcoins. We've done that, been there, done that. IDOs. Okay, I don't know if they're gonna come back. Personally, I don't see them coming back. I'm not going to invest in any of them. Okay, if I do invest in it, I might get into some and then just flip it. I'm not going to hold them long term. I'm talking about the coin here. I'm talking about the platform coin. Okay, we saw that. Play to earn. Probably the only one that's probably the only one worth looking at is probably Gala, and there's another one too, which is pretty. It's down at the moment, but there's Gala, and I'll get it in a minute. It's called Wex. Werex, I think it's called. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, it's called. It's basically like Gala. Okay, it's like an ecosystem of coins. I can't find it at the moment, but it starts with W anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I just really don't have much hope for play to earn games because they're just Wemix, WEMIX. It's a layer one, I think, but it's very similar to Gala. Okay, so those two maybe long term, but play to earn, guys. I'm kind of over it. Okay, I'm over it. Look, the only people that make money play to earn are the ones that actually create the projects. They're the ones that make the money, not the people buying into. Or you could buy into it early, but I mean, they're just, in my opinion, a waste of time. Okay. And then we saw the move to earn. Oh my god, that's a tragedy. That I'm still in Step App, and I'm still in Steppen, and I'm still the only one that's going really well actually is Walkenen. Walkenen is actually still going really well out of all the ones that I'm still in them. Walkenen is still going well. Okay, it's actually going up in price. Steppen, don't even ask me. Don't even ask me how much I've got. Oh my god, I don't even want to talk about that one. Genopets is still okay. It's probably the second worst one or third worst one. Steppen's the worst. Sweatcoin, I didn't invest in anything in that. So and Step App, what the hell? I bought all these NFTs as stake coins, and I got loot boxes, and I'm opening my loot boxes because they're allowing you to open them now, and I'm getting like one energy, one gem. I'm like, where the freaking hell are my loot? Where are my loot boxes that Oh, okay. I'll show you now. We'll do one live. Here I'm thinking, okay, I've got like this loot box, and I'm thinking there's a sneaker inside it. There's no fucking sneaker inside it. Let me have a look. So here I'm going to open one live. Let's see if I hope I can eat my words. So I'm going to go to eighth edition. Yeah, here you go. 8th edition. Let's see what's in this 8th edition loot box. Open. Oh, wow. A gem. What's that worth? Nothing. It's worth nothing, dude. Now I've got to wait another 4 days to open this freaking loot box. There's probably nothing in it. This is what I'm talking about. So the people that got into this early, there was no advantage. I didn't get one sneaker. It was just like a scam. It wasn't like a scam, but it was just like, this is what I got. All these little stupid little.
I wonder what all the people, all the developers and all the people that created that. Do you reckon they're like bought their own island now and like just all retired and?
Well, someone made money because. Another thing too with Step App. If you've still got the coins, see what happened was they did the migration. So they migrated your coins, which were on Avalanche, because it was Step token on Avalanche or Avalanche C or Avalanche. It was Avalanche. And here's what the sneaky bastards did. What they did was they said, "Oh, guess what? We're going to migrate now. So your coins, your tokens that you'd staked were automatically migrated to their Step App blockchain because they've got a Step App blockchain.
Yeah,
so whatever you had on that wallet was automatically marry it to
Yep, we've lost him again. Must be bad internet where he is. That's all right. Yeah. So he was just talking about the Step app and the migration. So it'll be interesting to see when he comes back about what happened with the migration and see what problems there was involved in that. In a minute. Oh, look, looks like he's coming back. Oh, look, you're back, NG. You were just talking
Well,
about the migration.
yeah, it just keeps on dropping off. But anyway, so they migrated your coins, your tokens to the new Step app, right? But
Yep.
when I the bridge, it's a one-way bridge, right? So it's useless. But I figured out a way to get your money out if you want to get it out. You can get your money out. You just have to. I did it. I can't remember now. You have to swap your coins for Avalanche tokens, even though it says it's very risky, which is true. So once you swap your coins to Avalanche, you can do it on Quick Swap. What did I do? No, I'll try to find the links again, but I swapped it back, right?
Just put it in the Discord when you can.
Yeah, I swapped it back, and the liquidity was like $300, and I'm like,
Cool.
holy shit, there's not enough money in the liquidity. But then I found an exchange who had liquidity, so that's what I did. I swapped it over back using a bridge, not their ecosystem, someone else. And then I swapped it over to and I found an exchange that had liquidity, and I was lucky enough to get it out. So I'll have to, if you've still got coins or tokens in Step app, there was no help. I couldn't find anyone help. I just had to figure it out. I'll put the links in the Discord.
Cool.
So that has been a monumental stuff up. That one is again, but probably the best one is again Walken's probably the best one because that's still earning today. So that's that.
Yeah.
So to sum it up, forget about Move to Earn. Forget about it. That's done and dusted, okay? And same with Play to Earn. I really don't see Play to Earn as a long-term thing anyway. I mean, look at Axie Infinity. It got hacked and it's never recovered. So, I would question Play to Earn as well. Just don't put money in it, is what I'm saying. That's just my opinion. And don't put money in Move to Earn, to my opinion. And don't metaverses, don't even bother. They're a borderline scam. Just if you want to make money, don't put your money in it. Okay, just don't touch them. Okay, and I'll put it this way: I'll put shitcoins. I hate shitcoins, but I'll put money in shitcoins before I put money in Play to Earn, Move to Earn, and metaverses. That's how much I'm talking about, right? That's how much I hate those projects because they don't amount to anything. Okay, so that's.
Yeah, we lost him again. That's right. Well, hopefully, when it comes back, I just want to jump in. I'll tell you about a couple of projects that have raised some money, which is always good. I mean, this is January. There's been so much money raised in January so far. And this is like, real money coming from the markets, like the raising of capital, and they're putting it into real projects. So that's what I want to cover next. As soon as he jumps back in, I will get onto that. And I think then we'll probably finish up. So hopefully he'll be back in a second. But yeah, if you want to check out, I can't share the screen until NG gets back on, but I'm going to jump on to DeFi Llama. So DeFi Llama, I've got a section there called raises, and you can have a look at how much has been raised. So that's what we're going to have a look at in a minute. And there's a couple of projects, actually quite big sums of money. Like most projects are raised, $1 million, maybe 3 million, from their different, whether it's a seed round or something different like that. They've raised that money, but there's some really big raises that have happened in January. So hopefully, yep, we got him back. So we're back, NG. I was just filling him in.
Man, I keep on dropping out.
You.
I don't know
That's
what's
okay.
going on.
I was just going to say, I just gave him a heads up. I'm going to share a screen in a second and jump into some of the money that's been raised in January and talk about a couple of projects, if you like.
You there, mate?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
You're right.
Yeah, I just keep on dropping out. So
That's all right.
I might just.
Well, if you like, yeah, say again.
Yeah, I was just going to say, pretty much, most of the stuff in crypto at the moment is really, really, really bad. Well,
Yeah.
not looking promising, but we just got to, keep going, and then obviously, just be very wary on a lot of these new projects. That's all. There's still money to be made in crypto, but just be careful. That's all.
Yep. All right, I'll be quick here. So this is some of the raises you can see in January. You just go to DeFi Llama, check out some of the raises. Now, some of the noticeable ones is QuickNode. QuickNode raised $60 million, which is a lot of money. So QuickNode, we've actually dealt with that before. We used to pay subscription to QuickNode when we were doing ICOs, if I remember correctly. We actually had QuickNode because we needed to get the jump on getting our transactions done. And so they're still around, and they just got a funding round of $60 million, Series B, to accelerate their business. So that was pretty big. Another big one was 125 million for Blockstream. That's quite significant. They got 25 million in convertible note secured loan to expand their Bitcoin mining hosting services. So if you want to check out some of those were some of the bigger ones. There's obviously little ones, from 2 to 5 mil, quite a few. But those are some of the quite noticeable ones. But there's definitely some big money still coming in here.
Yeah, no, that's really interesting. That's and a lot of these the projects that are raising this sort of money, they're like the legit projects. They're like the ones that are full on legit. Otherwise, there's no way they could have these different series rounds because investors in Wall Street, they're not stupid, right? They know they screen these projects quite out of, I mean, and again, a lot of this stuff that's happened with FTX, it's been bad, but again, it's just natural course, natural selection. It's just how the universe works, bad actors is coming in, taking out all the bad actors in the space. The crypto space is going to be better after everything that's happened in FTX, even though it's just gone through and just taken so many people with it, which is unfortunate. And I'm lucky I didn't lose pretty much nothing with FTX because I wasn't invested into it. I wasn't holding anything on their coin and on their exchange. And I wasn't. Probably the only downfall was the Celsius. That was kind of like indirectly because those idiots invested tons into FTX token, but that's probably indirectly. A little bit on BlockFi, but then again, they were kind of in with FTX. So, but I didn't have a lot in BlockFi at all. So, but it's going to be good. It's for the crypto space. It's going to be the better for it, and I think things are going to go well with these layer ones this year. And who knows, there might be a really good AI project that actually does something. So I think we're pretty excited about that. I mean, I upgraded on my Midjourney. Right? I'm like, no, I got to have this thing. So I've been sort of doing my dabbling with Midjourney and stuff, and a couple of things that I've been playing around with is t-shirt designs. So I made this really cool t-shirt design today on Midjourney, and the thing with Midjourney is it's you can't do. It's far more. It's just got more bells and whistles that you can't do on other ones. And I've been playing around with all of them, and Midjourney is definitely the better one. And because you can, it's still a bit. I mean, nothing's perfect, but I mean, because you can't once you do something with Midjourney and you want to kind of change the image or do it, you have to know the commands, and it's never really going to give you what you want anyway. But it's still pretty good. I'll show you this. This is an image that I made with Midjourney for like a t-shirt design. So, you know, I've been scanning t-shirt designs, and this is just one that I made in Midjourney. So
Wow,
I could use this. I could,
that's pretty cool.
crop it a bit, make it a really good thing, and then have underneath. This could be like people that like hiking, you know.
Mm.
So you could put this on a t-shirt, you could put this on a mug, and this is
Oh, I
what
like
people are
it.
doing. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, isn't it? It's like that. Just
Yeah, I don't mind that image. Like, I mean, the only thing really missing is like a logo or a tagline, which you could overlay
yeah,
that text. Yeah, but that's a pretty good image. I like that style. I don't know the name of that style, but that's pretty good. Good
yeah. And
job.
there's different. There's so many different stuff that you can do in Midjourney. So Midjourney, I've just been playing around with that, and I thought, it's pretty cool. The stuff you can do with that, and um, so with the Midjourney, you can do that. You can, if you pay the $30 a month, which is not a lot, is you can have unlimited. You can create unlimited images. So the one I was doing before was only the free one, and then that quickly exhausted. And then I did the other one, which is only like $9, $8 a month. But then that gives you limited. But with this one, this gives you unlimited images, and it also gives you commercial rights to sell the designs,
Yep.
which is good. And I think it's up to $1 million. So if you make up to $1 million on a design, then you have to give them so much money. But it's pretty unlikely you're going to make $1 million on one design, but it'd be pretty good if you
Yep.
did. But
Yep.
so that's just something I've been playing around with. But which is not really directed related to crypto, but it's it's just something that I'm sort of playing around with. Hey, you know what? If I sell a couple of t-shirts, it'll help me with buy more Bitcoin. So that's just the way I look at it.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I like playing around with the Midjourney. It's just fascinating, the stuff that you can do in it, uh, and the stuff that people are buying online right now is incredible. Um, Everyone's buying online now, and e-commerce is massive, and it's more trusted, and people go to a website if they see the good reviews, they see the good designs, or whatever you're selling,
Mm.
you pretty much they'll buy it. It's a totally different to what it was 10 years ago. Um, so yeah, there's a couple of things there to play around with, and I've been playing around with other stuff as well, but crypto is kind of the main thing for me. And but if I can, part with some words of wisdom, which aren't really words of wisdom, really, because we say it every month, every week, is get that Bitcoin. Get that Bitcoin now because it's 23.4, and it might pull back, but we look at the long term stuff, and this thing's going to be six figures, multiple six figures. In my opinion, it's going to be multiple six figures by the end of the decade. So we're flying through January now. We've only got 11 months to go till 2023 is done, and I think that maybe we might hit the bull run, maybe 2024. It all depends on the volume. It all depends on the sentiment in the marketplace. But you can tell, like, we've been in so many bloody bear markets now, or smaller bear markets, and you can just know if you just go to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko and just look at the volume on Bitcoin, and that will tell you. And if you just go also to any type of data, June Analytics, or chain analysis, and they'll tell you the Bitcoin ratio of how much is on the exchanges and how much off. So generally, what happens is once the volume goes up on Bitcoin and the Bitcoin starts moving off chain and it goes onto wallets, outside wallets, off exchanges onto cold storage wallets, and once you start to see that dip and that happen, it means that people are moving off their hodling, and it could be a good run, but I don't see it happen until probably 2024. But I don't know. What are your thoughts on it to close it up, Garth?
Yeah. Look, at the moment, the volume's not there for a bull market. So, don't get too excited about that. But remember, you're accumulating. That's the idea. Um, I think it's got to play out with the stock market, like you said, the sentiment in the market. The market's got to be good. And they're at the moment in the US, they're talking about recession, in the next 12 months. Doesn't say how long the recession is going to last for. But it could be a brief recession or whatever. They could make some changes, and then the stock market could continue to go up. It could be, but we really need to see the stock market and world markets doing well. Otherwise, or I could be totally wrong, right? It could be that something really happens that changes the game. But at the moment, the stock market's tied to Bitcoin, and the people that have the money and they invest in a lot of things, and if the market's down, they're not going to go invest in Bitcoin. However, if there was some type of incredible event, it might shift the consensus, and then people put their money into Bitcoin. But yeah, I think we have to see the markets come back. It could be well in 2024. And if the markets do come back, there's a good chance we see that bull run in 24. That's what I'm thinking at this stage.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a while, but it's worth the wait. If you go on Twitter, you'll see Michael Saylor, and he's like, does these Bitcoin posts. I've been seeing him lately. So obviously he's using some sort of AI software. It's probably using Midjourney, and he has got a Bitcoin with a coffee and an alarm clock. All right, so I can relate to this. Every morning you wake up, it's Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin day, and then you got your coffee, and I kind of gotta love your coffee. And so I always see his little photos pop up, and he always does these. You can tell that he's probably doing a Midjourney, but it's always entertaining to see anyway. Look, AI, I think it's going to be massive. See that he's there, like that one looks pretty cool. So look, here's a little. You could start like a store selling Bitcoin art or Bitcoin shirts or Bitcoin mugs or anything crypto, and you could just create these designs in Midjourney, and just put like just the actual photos itself. People will buy this stuff. You can also put it on art. So one thing that I've been seeing is massive. It's art. Art is massive, and it's then you can use that one. That's pretty cool. She's got a Bitcoin earring. If that was on a canvas, I'd probably buy that. You could probably see if you could sell this. So people actually sell this. You could make this into a canvas, and then you could put it on something like Printful or Printify or Gelato, and you could just sell it, and then they would, when you get a sale, you just that is cool, man. Look at that. And so there's options there. Obviously, I haven't done anything crypto for that sort of stuff, but there's people out there that'll buy this stuff. People will buy artwork, So just another thing that you could think about, that you could tap into your own market, tap into the market that we're in, and generate some side income. Then obviously, you buy that, you take that money, and put some of it into long term with the Bitcoin. So it's just a little idea there. I thought I'd share because I'm really having some fun at the moment with Midjourney, and it's just giving me ideas on how I can use that particular tool, because it's $30 a month. It's unlimited. So anyway, mate, thanks for coming in, and good to always chat with you every week, and with you guys as well. And you guys can subscribe to the channel, as well as if you want to join our Discord, you're welcome to do that as well, and bring those conversations more closer on that. And just go to 100xcryptoacademy.com. So anyway, Gar, thanks for coming in today, and hope you have a good week. I know you've been pretty busy yourself, so hope that that stuff keeps going well for you. And obviously, we'll be back next week. So thanks for coming on, and we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys. Bye.
All right. See you guys.